Okay.
Kehlani has a very, in the business, people know how she moves. But of course, her 12 million fans that never met her before, they would assume that she's this person she's pretending to be that she's not. So if she's going to try to blast me or air me out with false allegations, she should give all the details. She shared things that she felt about me, but didn't share our history. So let me take you way back. Me and Kehlani used to be in a relationship about 2014, 2015. She around the time she was with Nick Cannon, I think she just signed her deal. She was homeless living. She was homeless, strolling through Hollywood. Me and my mother took her in, and she lived with me and my mother for 6 months. While she lived with me and my mother for 6 months, we fell in love, holding each other at night, talking, conversating. I love you. At that time, I was ghostwriting her songs for her label. Her label didn't know. She didn't want me to tell her label. Nobody knew. Nobody knew anything about it. But I was ghostwriting her music, and we were also in a relationship. As she was getting, if you want to go back to timestamps, we were dating around the time she dropped a song called "Loyal." She had a song. It was a great song, by the way. Very, very talented girl. The song's called "Loyal." When she's getting bigger, I finally asked her the question. I say, "Hey, why? What are we?" I know that's kind of cliche for me to ask her, but what are we? She says, "I'm in love with you and I want to be with you, but my career is getting too big and I don't want to put that I'm dating you because I don't want girls to try to take you away from me." Kehlani's very insecure. I'm insecure. It's two insecure people trying to understand each other. At this time,
But by this time, you guys were sexually involved.
yes, yes,
Okay.
we were in a relationship. We were in a relationship. We were dating without the word girlfriend, boyfriend, and it wasn't public. As she's getting bigger, I hit her with the "what are we?" She tells me, "I don't want other girls to take you from me, so I don't want to put you out there that I'm in love with you and I have feelings for you." So what happens? As a man, I'm not scared to say it. My heart gets broke. I'm sad. I'm vulnerable. I feel a way that I just spent so much time with this woman. She's saying she loves me. She wants to be with me forever. She wants to do all these things with me, have a family with me. And when you start getting famous, you expect me, you want to keep me a secret. I'm not a secret. I'm a man too. I have value. I have worth. I don't feel like I deserve to be a secret. So after that, she left. She went to a studio session. Her friend was with her. I can't speak on the friend's name, but her friend was with her. When Kehlani left to the studio, her friend saw me crying and started rubbing my back and said, "Hey, I know this sounds very, very awkward and very weird to say, but I really think you're attractive and I've always been attracted to you." When Kehlani left, she didn't say this in front of Kehlani. When Kehlani left, but she said, I don't know how to tell you because you were with Kehlani and talking to Kehlani and I didn't want to come in between that, but I always thought you were handsome." Long story short, Kehlani comes back from the studio and walks in on me and the girl being intimate. Kehlani starts crying. She leaves
What
to the
is
hall
intimate? Kissing, hugging, having
sexually,
sex.
sexually, having
Okay.
consensual sex. This girl that Kehlani is still friends with today, who she thinks is her friend and got her back, she went behind Kehlani's back and
Just say
told
her name. What's her name? Who?
y'all, I'm sure y'all find out. I'm not gonna speak on
We
her name.
don't listen. The public doesn't know. We don't give a shit if you and Kehlani want to fight each other, but we want the details. This is where we get into it. You can't say how the allegation started. Who is the
Gotcha.
friend? Who's the friend?
Okay. Jane Doe. I'll say the person. I'll say the
Okay.
person. And it hurts me because she's saying these things, these negative things that took place that weren't true. She flirted with me when Kehlani left to the studio. It went behind Kehlani's back, told me I was attractive. We ended up being intimate. Kehlani walks. Kehlani walked in on us in the room being intimate. You got to imagine how Kehlani felt and how I felt. First of all, you just pretty much said you love me, but you don't want to claim me. So I moved on. I was hurt, but I moved on.
But
And
isn't
Kehlani,
Jane Doe? Jane Doe's one of the girls now making claims against you. Is this the one that
yes,
Kehlani is now supporting
yes,
publicly?
yes,
Mm.
yes. And if you see on the page from the DMs of her saying you did this to my friend and blah blah blah, that's a lie. That is a lie.
And so the
She,
friend she's speaking of is the girl Jane Doe who's
yes,
making allegations that she walked in and saw you in bed with that was having consensual sex behind her
yeah,
back.
yeah. But pay attention. Kehlani didn't mention. She's saying you did this to my friend. She didn't admit. She didn't mention that her friend was sleeping with me consensually and that she walked in, Kehlani started crying, ran to the hallway, crying in tears. How could you do this to me? I go meet her in the hallway. I'm like, first of all, you hurt me. You told me that you're in love with me, you want to have a family with me, and want to be in a relationship with me. But then you tell me you don't want to claim me to the public like I'm a secret. So I moved on. And then you come back after I moved on and see me with your friend, then get mad at me and act like I did something wrong when your friend went behind your back. They're still friends to this day, and it hurts me because I known Kehlani longer than she knows her. And I'm telling her right now and publicly, she lied to you, and you're still friends with her.
Mhm.
She's manipulating her. I'm not. Once she was in the hallway, we argued. We went back and forth, argued. We didn't speak for about 2 weeks. Kehlani calls me. I want to see you. I go see her. We have makeup sex. You know, the angry makeup sex, the I hate you. Why did you do this to me? I don't want to claim you, but I want to be with you. I'm in love with you. We have makeup sex. After we have makeup sex, another 2 weeks pass. We don't speak at all. Now she's blowing up my phone. I'm not answering because I'm still hurt of how she played me and how she made me feel like I'm in secret when I stuck by her when she had nothing. Then a month passed. She hits me and says, I'm sorry. She hits me and says she's pregnant.
Kehlani told you that she was pregnant by you?
Yes, and I believe her because we were the only ones that were intimate at that time. And
Were you guys using protection?
We used protection in some cases, but in a lot of cases we didn't, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
So she tells me she's pregnant. Now, when she tells me she's pregnant, me as a man and wanting to be a father one day, still to this day, I want to be a father. I want to have like 4 kids, 5 kids. When she said that, everything, all the disagreements we had, all the heartbreak, all the love, the struggle, the miscommunication went out the window for me. And I went straight to her. I said, if you're pregnant and I'm the father, I'm going to be there. And we're going to have this child. And I'm going to be, she said, I don't know what to do, if I want to keep it or get rid of the child. I said, yo, I'll make it very clear. You have the right to do with your body as you please. This child is growing inside of you. Me as a man, I cannot even fathom how that feels to have a whole human being growing inside of you. I can't understand. But what I can do is empathize and let you know you're not alone.
But I'm confused though. I'm confused. Hold on. I thought Kehlani had a baby by her friend, and if she knew she had the baby by her friend, did she not know that she was having? I'm confused.
This was prior to her having her first child. This is prior.
Okay. Okay. So this was not the child that we know now.
No. This was years prior.
Okay. So then what happened with that pregnancy?
Okay. This is why my heart is broke by how Kehlani's been acting towards me. So when she told me she was pregnant, I said, no matter what you decide, I'm letting you know, if you are pregnant, I want to be there for you. I am going to be a good father, and I'm going to be supportive, and I'm going to be there and have your back. I would never allow a child to come in this world and not know who their father is. I would never allow it. So let's go to the doctor and find out. We go to, look this up. We go to Planned Parenthood on Hollywood Boulevard. If you look at the DMs that you guys, the screenshots and the DMs you guys had, I posted a DM of her talking shit at me the day, like 2-3 days after I got her, that I got released. It says on there about her situation with her homegirl that it took place on Hollywood and Orange. We went to Planned Parenthood on Hollywood Boulevard because we were staying in that area. We went there. You know, it's law. You obviously know this. When there's a situation involving a pregnancy with a man, woman, whatever, male, female, whatever, both parties have the right to know the information when it comes to the doctor. I asked her, I said, let me go in the room and find out if this is true or not. She didn't want me to go in the room. I said, why don't you want me to go in the room to find out if we're having a child? She's like, it's difficult for me to explain. Just I'll go by myself. I say, okay, that's no problem. She goes in the room at Planned Parenthood. I'm waiting in the little lounge. She comes in and says, oh, my bad. I'm not pregnant. Now, I'm already pissed. One, why? You just told me you were pregnant. I said, are you sure? You said, I'm absolutely sure. You said you were throwing up. You said you were sick. You said you didn't feel good. All this stuff. So I'm ready to prepare to be a father. I was young at that time, but I was preparing myself to be a father because I was going to be there for our child if this was true. She tells me it wasn't true. Then I said, Kehlani, don't talk to me no more. I left. She started blowing up my phone again a month later, not answering her. We go to a party, a Hollywood party in Malibu. We go to a party and we see each other there. Her team at the time said, you and her need to talk about this and fix it. Because right now, everybody in the industry is gossiping about you and Kehlani and what's stuff going on between y'all. And it could get messy if it's not taken care of between you two. So me and her end up having a private discussion in the bathroom. And she tells me, oh, by the way, I know I told you I was pregnant. Then I told you that I wasn't pregnant, but I actually was pregnant and I got an abortion. After that, me and her fell out. Why? I feel like if I'm involved in getting you pregnant, you could at least had enough decency to let me know the decision you were going to make with our child if what you're saying is truthful. After she pretty much just said, I'm pregnant. Okay, I want to be there. Then, oh, I wasn't pregnant. And then a month later, oh, I was pregnant and I got an abortion. It took me over the top. That would hurt anybody, man, woman, anybody. But at least I feel I at least have that right. If I was included in the situation that you may be pregnant, then my opinion matters too. So if you wanted to do that with a child allegedly that you saying that was ours, you could at least talk to me about it. If she didn't talk to me about it, she made a decision herself if that really happened. And then I was like, yo, don't talk to me no more after that. When she put these allegations out when I got released about me, she inserted herself into my business. I want to make it very clear. Kehlani never said she was a victim of sexual assault by me, but she's speaking on a situation that has nothing to do with her. So I responded on a record called Something to Say. It's on all streaming platforms, and I addressed our situation. But ever since then, our relationship has just been tricky, man. I'm hurt that she said those things about me, but after I dropped that record, if you guys pay attention, she has not said a word about me since. Why? Because she knows the truth. If she knew,
okay, let me ask a question, because this interview is less about Kehlani. I know I wanted to get your response to what she had been saying about you in the press, but there was this video that popped up from Sydney Stanford. Take a look and then let's talk about it.
Yeah, in the backseat of your car in your parking garage. You remember when you raped me? Because you for sure did. Plus 20 other girls. This man is a rapist, guys. I'm not playing around, okay? He's a rapist. So I hope that you're getting joy and having fun playing these games with everybody's brain and these girls' brains. But I hope you know you're going to get what's coming to you. And we're taking you to court. We have people calling in. You're going back to jail. Good luck.
So what's your response to Sydney?
So my response is, I want to make it very clear that there's random people that I've never met before making allegations, doing this in my DMs, death threats, everything. I think after this situation was triggered, everybody feels like they can say that I did something to them, whether I met them or not, and make false claims on my name. So that was another example of the random people that said things about me that I've never met.
So you've never met Sydney ever?
Can't talk about that until my case is done. I cannot speak on it.